Thank you for joining us at Panyangis.com. We're joined by DJ Krit Morton and his associate Korn from MELA, which we'll talk about very soon. So thank you so much for talking to us. How are things these days in Bangkok for you recently?
So I think it's quite difficult at the moment after COVID. But luckily we have no like new case in Bangkok or in Thailand. So we start like a small event. We had like 2 or 3 since like about like after lockdown, we had like some event already. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How many events we got? Like 3, 4?
3.
Yeah,
4.
Something like that. Mm. Luckily we get that.
And how was it to play your first event after lockdown? How did it feel?
It's amazing. It's like people like only want to dance. Like less of the people they talk, but most of the people in the event they dance, only dancing, like non-stop dancing. It's amazing. It's like quite weird situation that we faced before, because if it's like in the normal situation, like half of the people they like to talk or like sit down somewhere around the club or bar, but after COVID, like more and more people only want to dance only. They're like, okay, we understand now, we want to dance, something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's difficult, different.
Yeah, but it's good, like nice vibes, everyone's active and they've been missing dancing, which is good to hear. So Krit, let's start with your DJ career. When did it begin and what was your inspiration to become a DJ?
I think I started like 8 years ago. Yeah. So what inspired me? Actually, I met this kind of music in London, at Fabric, London. And it's like changed my way of like, it's like opened my mind and like, okay, I want to know more about this kind of music. So I decided to like travel a lot in Europe and like go to festival and nightclub. And okay, when I'm ready, I was back in Bangkok and I want to like bring this kind of music into Thailand, because like 8 years ago, in terms of like deep techno, deep house, it's not many DJ playing here. Most of the DJs like psytrance or trance at that moment, or like very hard techno, So like as a like myself and MELA like want to do something like deeper, darker, like for the night, something like that. So yeah. Just give something new for the society, something like that. Like we start like from 0 people on the dance floor, and now we have like a big fan already. So yeah, it's quite tough, but such a long time.
Yeah. And so how was it to bring this music into Bangkok? Did you have to start sharing it with people first? What were people's like reactions? Did it take a while for people to get into it, or when you played it to them and they heard it, they were like, this is cool?
Oh, it's separated into 2 kind of cases. Like it's been around 6 years. It's more like we've been gathering the audience who already know the music. That's kind of like a one group, and those people they kind of know, and well, pretty much they had a good experience with us. In some other case, when we play in some, not really a club, it might be some event or a flea market. That's a different stuff. That's more like a new audience, and we can say some reaction from people who don't really know music. They don't know the music, but they actually have a feeling with the music. So what we really grab on that, it's like whether people listening to you or not, it's on the DJ, not the crowd. Whether they know the music or not, it's DJ jobs to bring them in.
So like at first when I got the the comment is all about like, oh, this kind of music should be in the chill bar. It's not really that dance, so we try a lot to play and develop our set, like make it more story to the people, to make them from like the first understanding of like, okay, this is chill music. So you need to build the set to make them like stand up and be in front of the decks, you know, and start like moving their body. So it's not just like playing music in Bangkok. You have to think a lot to provide them and okay, stand up and come to us, something like that. It's like at this, like I think this kind of situation is happened like 2 years, the first 2 years. But I think like the rest of the time people know what they have to do now. They're just like, okay, be in front of the deck, and it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, when we started, there's no like house and techno club, and people pretty much hear this kind of music, let's say deep house or deep techno, in the department store. So some people say, oh, it's some music from department store.
Yeah, something like that. So we have to like, no, this is dance music.
That's quite funny. So how long do you spend like studying to build your set? Because you have to study each track. Like, how much time as a DJ do you put into building sets? And how do you do it?
I think it's all about experience, you know, like at the first year, we kind of like randomly, it's kind of everything in the set. But when we learn a lot about it, so this kind of music is so much variety on like some deep stuff or like higher stuff, you know, so you need to understand more like what's in the scene, what's the new music or the old music. Like you need to know what, I think the whole market of it.
And what
because
what,
when you
what type of producers are your like go-to, would you say? Do you like German producers or European or American or Thai producers? What inspires your sets music wise?
I'm not sure. I'm not focused like on just only one continent or like one country music. I like to be like discovered in the labels, you know, like, so when you get into the labels, you found like, oh, this track is like very good, so you pick up the name and then you go more like along the way, you know what I mean, right? So so that's kind of the way I dig music. I'm not like focused on like, oh, I really love this label, so just only this, but you need to like work harder and spend like so much time on it to dig more. I think that's kind of stuff. I never focus on like, oh, this track come from Berlin or like Detroit. It's like all about feeling. So when you discover music, you can feel like maybe people from like Australia, they can like make the track that very good as well, like the same as in German or like in Detroit or in England. Something like that.
So tell us about MELA, guys. When did you set this up? Is this like within the last year, or has this been going for years now?
It's been 6 years, around 6 years.
6, 7,
yeah.
Okay. And why did you come together and do this?
We met in, there's like an event like Cannes Lion, but it's for Asian, called AdFace. You heard about that before? Yeah, that's advertising festival, and Krit and I worked there together, but we haven't really knew each other at that time. But some staff in there like told me like, oh, there's some guy just came from UK, like, and he likes music the same like as me, so like, oh, we introduced ourselves on the last day, and we kind of talk like, oh, we like it, we like like
like
that
very
kind of
sudden
music.
like
very sudden.
Like I think our very first conversation is make MELA happen. It's like chemical. It's like bang. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
and Krit already has a team, like a small team with art director, graphic designer and stuff already. And I just at first I kind of like joined as a DJ, and then
and then everything now.
So you are a DJ as well, Korn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so does MELA stand for anything? The MELA?
It actually came from the word melanistic. Yeah. What does it mean?
So it's like it's come from like, okay, the first thing that we have an idea that we think this kind of music is so like inspired, right? But in Thailand or even our parents, they think like the nighttime like is very bad, like people who work in the nighttime is like blah blah blah. So we at first we want to make our event like inspire people and like to be the place that, okay, when you come here it's not that bad as that people say, you know what I mean, right? And then and we relate to the black animal in Thailand, that people hate black animal. It's like it's not a good luck, like something like that. So okay, we want to tell people that people who has like dark skin or like it's referred to the nighttime, they are beautiful as well. We can inspire you in the nighttime. We can give you like some good experience. Like it's not just like come out to drink or like whatever. Like, you know what I mean, right? It's like a big culture. Yeah, in Thailand, like so.
Like to tell people to see things differently.
It's really interesting, And so you were saying it's from the word melanistic. Is that like melanin, like in the skin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just thought about it.
Yeah. So melanistic is like all animal that has the black fur. Yeah, something like that.
And if you really look into those black animals in from different angle.
Yeah.
You're gonna see like it's like a colorful reflection from it.
Yeah, they reflect of the.
So that's
like
that kind of reflection refers to different side of nightlife.
Yeah.
That's very cool. It's really interesting when you hear the meaning behind it. So tell us about your events. Do you use different locations, or do you use like one location? And what's the atmosphere and like what's the concept for these?
Well, we actually started with like we actually organized stuff in club and bars before, maybe like twice a month or once a month, and then the club that we regularly play, they more like they already closed down for like 3 years.
I think it changed. Sorry.
So after that, we just continue hopping the venue instead. Well, so pretty much.
It's we need to change the location like most like every half a year, I think, because some new place open or like some old place closed, and we have to jump around. And like recently, like last 2 years, MELA tried to build an event in some places which is not club or like, so we just like organize the place, the whole venue as a nightclub instead of the join another club, you know what I mean, right? And we have like more concept into the night, like okay, like we're gonna have on like 12th September this month. It's kind of like concept that our DJ has to play like 4-hour set, because it's quite rare in Bangkok, because we don't have much time for DJ to play that really long set. So we built this concept to tell the people to listening to one DJ who really want to like play his to continue his own night, right? So 4 hours is good time to educate people and make the DJ like even better. Yeah, so it's kind of like concept of the event at the moment. Yeah.
You can hear like the DJ's full story by listening to them for 4 hours rather than just like 1 hour or 2 hours. Yeah.
It's too short to not just like bang music. Yeah, from like the beginning.
And tell us also about ESC.
Okay, so ESC is like it's also quite the same as MELA team, but MELA we play only music we want to play and our own DJ playing on the event, right? But ESC we turn ourselves as a promoter, so we bring in another promoter to play with us, and we present them with concept like at the beginning in the evening we have like interview session, or like in the future we're gonna have like some workshop as well to tell people more about like this scene, because most of the time when people meet the DJ, they see only in the party or like when they're drunk or like, you know what I mean, right? So we want to make this event for the people and DJ to meet each other, like another time, like educate time, or like tell people about their experience or like about their knowledge, something like that, to develop the scene in another hand.
That's really good. I just wanted to ask you guys one question with the current situation. How heavily do you usually rely on like expats and tourists to come to your night? And have you like had a decrease in numbers since you've been reopened because there's not as many foreigners here? Is that something that you've noticed or that's affected the atmosphere in some way? Not necessarily bad.
That's affect directly to the venue. They don't have people from abroad and stuff. But for our events, it's affect, but not much.
Yeah, because luckily MELA focus on Thai audience.
Great.
So it's like 90% of the event Thai people.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like not many organizer who can bring in like Thai people like this. So if you join our event, you're gonna see that so many Thai people on the floor. So like last event we did, we have like 104 tickets sold. So it's very good for Bangkok. Yeah. So yes, it's impact like for the expat part, but we can still survive because of our target that we always do with Thai people.
That's really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah. Okay, guys, so how can people follow you? Maybe we've got some people from Koh Phangan who are needing to go to Bangkok. And when's your next event and how can people follow you?
We have Facebook. You can enter facebook.com/MELA party and Instagram at mela.bkk. And the next party is in Bangkok. The venue called 12x12 on 12th September. Yeah.
Cool. 12,
and also, and also ESC, you can follow ESC Pop-Up Club in Facebook. You can find it. And next event, we're going to have it on 10 October at the Vinyl Factory. So we're gonna have a touring session. So people who join our event, you can see the real like machine and when it's produced the records. So
amazing! Yeah,
and you're gonna dance in the factory.
That's super fun. Love to come to that. Just to see the vinyl.
It's like 100% vinyl night. Yeah, it's like no CDJs at all. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, and any last words for your fans?
Well, stay strong and see you on the dance floor.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so be strong and don't forget to protect yourself from the corona. It's important that in Thailand we still can have a party because everyone protect themselves very well. So I think it's only country on this planet at the moment that you can do the party like with no fear.
That's true. Yeah, we're very lucky. Okay, thank you so much, Krit, and thank you so much, Korn. It was a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, I hope to see you someday.
Yeah, someday, I'm sure. Okay, ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ